Words like Agile and Scrum are commonly used in the software development industry, but they may be confusing for those who are new to these concepts. So in today's video we're looking at what being Agile involves, why our teams at VAIRIX implement Scrum as our methodology of choice, and how you can benefit from applying both Agile and Scrum in your business. Executing software development projects can present many challenges. Organizing your team effectively, properly managing scope, and delivering frequent and tangible results to your clients are just some of the factors involved. With so many variables to consider, it is crucial for all those involved in the decision-making and execution process to be aligned in order for any project to be successful. And this is where Agile comes in as a set of values and principles that organizations and teams use to make better decisions about how to develop software for their particular situation and reach their full potential. So let's go a bit deeper into what being Agile actually involves. As we just described, Agile is defined as a set of values and principles as opposed to a strict framework or process for doing software development. This means that there is no one way of implementing Agile, but rather, being Agile should come as a result of your processes following that set of values and principles. This way, Agile provides teams with a flexible approach to making decisions about the optimal ways of developing software. The Agile Manifesto is short and to the point, and it basically states that some items in the software development dynamic should be valued more than others. So, for example, individuals and interactions should be valued over processes and tools, working software should be valued over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration should be valued over contract negotiation, and responding to change should be valued over following a plan. There is also a list of 12 Agile principles that aim to help guide teams in making decisions for specific situations. You can read the 12 principles in our full-length article by following the link in the comment section. The true value of Agile is that it enables organizations to properly align their teams under a shared foundation for making decisions. But what does Agile look like in action? The practices used to reflect the Agile values and principles can vary a lot from one team to the next. So let's look at an example by seeing how our teams at VAIRIX implement Scrum, which is the most popular method for Agile teamwork and is used by leading tech companies like Google, Adobe, and Spotify. The first principle of Agile states that our highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. The client needs to be able to see working features that they can apply to their product, and they need this to happen frequently in order to make any necessary adjustments. Scrum is our chosen approach to making this happen. It all starts with the client's idea, and it is not uncommon for some clients to have an overall vision for what the project requirements are going to be, but still not have a defined breakdown. So the first step in our collaboration usually involves working closely with them to define a global vision for most of the requirements, and this is reflected in what is called the product backlog, which is a list of desired features ordered by priority. Once the product backlog is agreed upon, work is organized and planned in intervals or cycles called sprints, which usually have a duration of 2 weeks. Before the start of each sprint, we have a planning meeting with the client where we help them choose what items from the backlog will be developed, and we commit to our estimation for their delivery by the end of that sprint. Throughout each sprint, we focus on having constant, responsive, and real-time communication between our team and the client to keep them in the loop of all progress and enable them to assess the project status at all times. And we achieve this by holding daily meetings where we report progress and we exchange feedback. By the end of each sprint, the client receives a potentially releasable product increment, and a sprint review meeting is held to show all the work that has been accomplished during that time frame. The team also holds a retrospective meeting to review the work process and look for areas of improvement. The team and the client then proceed to choose the items from the backlog for the next sprint, and the sprint cycle is repeated until the product is completed. Implementing Scrum as an Agile methodology allows team and client alignment under a common foundation for decision making, and it allows teams to see their products evolve in real time as they build and adjust. Our teams at VAIRIX are seasoned in Agile and Scrum best practices, which we apply in our day-to-day work with our partners from the United States. If you'd like to learn more about how we can help you build your next innovation, feel free to get in touch with our team. Thanks!